Welcome to part 2 of Sadie the Savage Cub's story. In part 1, we had a loss of all engine oil emergency landing at Doc's private airstrip in his cornfield near Lafayette, Indiana. Then we had an impromptu meeting with paramotor friend Woody Hayes in Kentland. Now we are headed to Brodhead Airport in Wisconsin to meet up with Chris and Debbie Greenwald. They flew their Just Aircraft Super Stol there and are headed to Oshkosh also. Brodhead is so cool. The Pietenpol Fly In is there, and they have beautiful classic airplanes painted with old paint schemes and beautiful wooden props. They also have a fabulous museum at the airport also. Now we are off to Rock the Ramp in Middleton, Wisconsin. We spent the night there and got to enjoy good music, food, cold adult beverages, while visiting with friends and making new ones. Next stop, ACCA Fly In at Whiteside County Airport in Rock Falls, Illinois. And some more excitement. I pulled the throttle back as we started our descent across midfield to enter left downwind. As soon as I did that, Sadie started running rough, with significantly reduced power even at full throttle. After the oil loss fiasco a couple of days before, I was a little leery, so I declared an emergency and landed at Whiteside with a short right base to final. We taxied into the grass where our camping spot would be, and Mike pulled the cowling. He found the culprit pretty quickly. One of the newly installed springs on the carburetor fell off, and the arm that holds the throttle cable hadn't been tightened down, so without the tension of the spring, power just fell off to idle. We made our way by Uber to a local hardware store, got a bag of springs, and Mike fixed it. Back in business. ACCA, which stands for Aviation Content Creators, was fun. The Full Throttle Aviation team from Falcon Field in Peachtree City was there, as well as the Electra used in the Amelia Earhart movie with Hilary Swank. We saw dear friend Eric Farewell of Aviator PPG and met up with several Stol friends from Tennessee, John Humbert in his Zenith and Amir Bayani in his Carbon Cub, also Corey Robin in Ghost. The stars of Stol made Sadie feel like a star. They let us lead a formation flight en route to Oshkosh. Eric even throttled back his RV6 and flew with us. As we got closer to Oshkosh, we separated and Mike and I landed at the ultralight field. It was so different from flying the Fisk Arrival to the main runways. So many airplanes and so much chatter on the radio, but not on the ultralight field. Thank goodness for Mike. You fly so low that it's hard to see the visual references they give you in the NOTAM. It was so nice to have him reading the NOTAM and pointing out our landmarks. If your plane can land in 800 feet of grass, I highly recommend it. One of the things that's really cool about landing at Oshkosh is you get a clear glass mug that says Show Plane Participant. Mike and I got one in 2019, the year we met there, when we flew paramotors.
We got mugs.
We got mugs.
Woohoo! We're here, Oshkosh 2021. Getting ready to set up the tent. Then go check everything out. When we came in and landed on the ultralight field, what was that, an F-22 was?
Yeah, or F-35.
F-35,
yeah.
One of those Fs was coming in hot on onto the runway. It was amazing.
We arrived at the greatest air show in the world on July 26th and set up our tent under Sadie's wing. We visited with Tim Gaskins and Rob Caddo as they were running the paramotor simulator at the Red Barn that Rob had invented. We also checked in on Trey Murdaugh of TL Sport North America at his booth, and then got a ride on Jody Whitmire's side-by-side to their campground in Camp Scholler. They had yummy margaritas, delicious spaghetti, and awesome hospitality. A wonderful start to Oshkosh 21. Day 1 brought seminars and lots of airplane views, including this cool electric one with 32 motors. We went by the chapter tent and put a pin on the map for our EAA chapter in Jasper, Tennessee. Then Scrappy showed up, and we were starstruck. Mike Patey talked to everyone, and we got up close and personal with Scrappy, seeing in person what we'd watched him build on his YouTube channel. We watched the paramotor demo, blimp show, and balloon glow. We ended the night with friends Hans, Beth, Zilla, and Tammy under Sadie's wing. Day 2, we took a break from the heat and went to the seaplane base. It's a fairly short bus ride away and is an oasis. You walk through a tree-lined path and then seaplanes. It's so beautiful and inspiring to see, as Sadie came with amphibious floats. We took a boat ride around the lagoon and got to see airplanes moored out there. It was so peaceful. However, day 3 was not. Come back for part 3 of Sadie's Oshkosh adventure and found out how we dodged a dangerous storm and more mechanical misadventures on the way home. Thanks for watching.